In this second video about adjectives, we focus on determiners. Some consider this the ninth part of speech. We'll still call them adjectives, but they work a little different. So in this lesson, we're going to focus on the role of determiners, the placement of determiners and how that's different from descriptive adjectives, articles, and then a variety of types of determiners, indefinite, possessive, interrogative, and demonstrative, as well as numbers. A definition of a determiner is a word placed in front of a noun to 1. Specify a quantity, or 2. Clarify what the noun refers to. All determiners can be classified as one of the following: an article, a, an, or the; a demonstrative, like this, that, these, those, or such; a possessive, such as my, your, his, her, its, our, or their; and a quantifier, many, more, much, most, some. Let's talk about some of the differences between descriptive adjectives and determiners. A word like pretty, we can change that to prettier. That's in the comparative form. A determiner, like that, doesn't have a comparative form. Also, a determiner often cannot be removed from the sentence. If you cross out young and silver, does the boy stole a watch still make sense? I'd say so. Would it make sense to say young boy stole silver watch? Probably not. The sentence is flawed with the determiners removed. Another difference, a determiner often refers back to something. It's like a pronoun. If you said, release those prisoners immediately, the determiner those refers back to something previously mentioned. In other words, it has an antecedent, or the thing it refers to. Descriptive adjectives do not have an antecedent. And finally, a determiner cannot be used as a subject complement. You can put descriptive adjectives in this spot. For example, she is intelligent, intelligent describing she. It doesn't work with a determiner. The placement of a determiner will always be in front of a noun, as in those bulls, or 5 welts, or a sinkhole, or what book, or his lamp, or most fish. The subject complement or object complement will never be a determiner. It just doesn't work. So articles are the words a, an, or the. They are used to define whether something is specific or unspecific, as in the poets are only the interpreters of the gods versus I'm an optimist, but an optimist who carries a raincoat. The most common indefinite determiners, called indefinite adjectives in traditional grammar, are no, any, many, few, several, and some. These indefinite determiners modify nouns in a non-specific way, usually relating to quantity, as in few people, or some coffee, or some tea. The possessive determiners are my, your, his, her, its, our, their, and whose. A possessive determiner sits before a noun or a pronoun to show who or what owns it, as in his wife or her husband. The most common interrogative determiners are which, what, and whose. They are used to ask questions. So, which one are you, or what hair color? Those are interrogative determiners. Notice, though, these are different than interrogative pronouns. If I said, what do you mean, or which is greater, these serve as the subject. There's no noun after them that they're describing, like which one, or what hair color. There's no noun or pronoun. When they're all by themselves like that, they're just pronouns. They're functioning as a noun. When they're in front of something functioning as a noun, that's when they're determiners. Then there's demonstrative determiners, like this, that, these, those, and such. They make a noun or pronoun more specific by relating it to something previously mentioned, or something being demonstrated, as in that man's silence, or maybe this world is another planet's hell. Finally, there's numbers, 1, 2, 3, etc. We can put these in front of nouns or pronouns, and they are determiners. 2 wrongs, 3 wrongs, 1 loyal friend, 10,000 relatives. To review all of the types, we have articles, interrogative adjectives that are asking questions, and there's a noun or pronoun right after. Indefinite adjectives, same thing. They got to have that noun or pronoun right after them. Demonstrative adjectives, possessive, and numbers. So you can see that I use the term adjective and determiner interchangeably here. Determiners are a type of adjective, at least in this class.